Good morning, everyone. Let's get this apron on and let's get this day started. I got a few things that I've got to get done today. As you know, I went to the food bank yesterday and I got a few items, and so some of those things need to be taken care of today. And so I'm going to bring you along as I take care. Look at that. I got my horn showing this morning. So let's see if we can get that horn down a little bit. Well, it's just going to be out there, okay? It's just going to be out there, people. All right, I'm going to take you along with me today, and we're going to be processing some of those vegetables that I got from the food bank yesterday, because if I don't process them, then they'll probably go bad. So we'll get them into a form where I can be using them easily today, and I hope that you enjoy the video today. We're going to start the day off though, however, with a little breakfast and feeding my dog this morning. And so I'm going to bring you in, and I'm just going to simply pick this up, swirl you around, and do this. And yes, we're going to be doing some dishes. All right, so you can see the dog food here. You can see my coffee cup here. You can, see the things that I'm going to be working with right now. And we're going to get this day started. All right, so let's start with, I'm going to wash the dog. I'm going to wash these dishes up. Let's do that first. All right. And if you don't know, my dog is right underneath the camera there, waiting for his food. He's hungry. And so we're going to make him wait a little longer so I can get these dishes done up. And you're asking, well, Susie, why are you washing the dishes by hand if you have a dishwasher? Well, the dishwasher's full of dishes, and I ran it overnight last night, and so I will be unloading it as well. So the goal is to get all of these dishes done up so we can move on with our day and get these vegetables preserved, fruit and vegetables preserved, into a form that will last a while. Now, one of the things that I didn't show you yesterday that I got, and I'll show it to you today, is that I got a 1.5 gallons of milk yesterday, and they got a donation of milk at the food bank yesterday that, they got it a day or two before, and they actually put it in the freezer. It was frozen milk, so it wouldn't go bad. They put it in the freezer. Our food bank tends to do that. If when they get things in, they usually throw them into a freezer of some sort, because they're only open one day a week. And so they put their stuff in a freezer and then give it away right out of the freezer. And so the milk was frozen, and and so I got it frozen yesterday. And so I haven't even looked to see what the date was on milk. I just popped it into my refrigerator yesterday as soon as I got home. And it went in the refrigerator so quickly that I completely forgot to put it on yesterday's grocery haul. So I was blessed with some milk. All right, and so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe down this counter here. And so it's a mess. And on my yesterday's video as well, you saw that I had a hot mess going on in my kitchen. Well, I've been working on it. Yesterday I told y'all I would. But I would just get it all done in one sweep. And that's what I did. Got it all done in one sweep. And so all right, there we go. Yeah. Spice, you ready for some food? Huh? You hungry? Are you hungry? Huh? You hungry? My dog gets, yeah, you can hear him now. My dog gets his special diet. I'm not like sponsored by it, but it is a prescription from the vet that I have to get like approved by the vet every time I order it. He has some stomach issues that he developed later in life. He's an older dog, and so he gets 1/3 of a can in the morning, 1/3 of a can midday, and 1/3 of a can in the evening. And that is pretty much his diet. There is, what I did discover when I started feeding him this dog food, and I did call the vet concerned, is that he stopped drinking water. And the vet told me that it's designed so that he has enough water, and that was part of the issue, is that he was not drinking enough water. And so this dog food is designed to make sure that he gets enough water in his diet. Isn't that interesting that he wasn't drinking enough water? So Spicy Poo, you're about to get your food. Oh yeah? Tell him. Tell him. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? I'm gonna take you down and let you see his reaction to this. Let me see if you can see him. Oh, there you go. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? All right, well sit. Sit. Very good boy. Good boy. Here you go. All right, he is going to enjoy his breakfast. I'm gonna pull you back up here, and we're gonna continue with our work today. All right. Okay. I'm gonna put you back here while I do some work. Actually, I'm gonna put you right over here. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna get some work done. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out this dishwasher. So I'll have it ready for the next load of dishes I need to get done. So, like I said, I am going to bring you on along with me. All of this. It's over here. I'm going to move y'all out of the way so I can get some work done. You can see that I am putting dishes away and getting the dishwasher cleaned out. So I'm going to stop this and bring you back when that is done. All right, so remember yesterday's produce, okay? Well, we're going to be taking care of that. I've got the dishwasher emptied. I got the dishes done, dried and put away. And we're going to start taking care of yesterday's produce. So in my refrigerator, I put all that produce, and I'm getting it out for you guys. I had 4 ears of corn. I had a bell pepper, a tomato, a package of the snack. Okay. And I had 4 limes. I'm going to leave the limes in there because I'm going to use those in cooking. But I'm walking around my kitchen, okay, and getting things out of the refrigerator. I also have a half a head of lettuce that I need to use up. And so we're going to take care of the produce first. And I'm going to bring you in and show you what I'm going to do with this produce. Okay? So, let me bring you in. And I'm literally going to do that. I am going to bring you in down here where the produce is. I'm also going to bring over the trash can. I placed the trash can right underneath the camera here because I know that I'm going to have to shuck this corn. So it's going to go right into the trash can for you guys. And this is where we're going to start. We're going to look and see exactly what this corn looks like from the food bank. All right. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. What I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is put this strainer in here so things don't go down my sink that doesn't need to go. And then I'm going to shuck this corn. And we're going to deal with the corn first. All right. Now this one, it has a bad spot. You see it. It has a bad spot. So we'll deal with that. Growing up, I was on a farm and we grew corn on the farm. We actually grew. We had a very large garden. And so we grew all of this stuff and processed it. And all of us kids always helped. It was a family event. Family farms are not like they used to, you know. They used to be all over the place. And where I grew up, everybody I knew had their own family farm and garden and homestead. All of the neighbors did. They grew all their own stuff. And so, next thing I'm going to do is wash the sauce. And any of this silk piece that I see in the sink, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the trash there. I know that I could use it as a compost, but as you've seen on my videos, I live in a mobile home neighborhood. And so composting is not something that I can really do because, you know, when you compost, it does make a smell, okay? And I showed you all yesterday that there are feral cats in the neighborhood. And so having things composting and breaking down outside with feral cats is just asking for a mess to happen. That's just what it is what it is. So composting is not, it's not feasible in my area where I live. So, all right, I'm gonna move everything out of the way here, and we're gonna get busy on getting out a chopping board. Getting my chopping board here, and we're going to get ourselves a serious kind of knife out. Let me find it. Okay, there we go. And the first thing I'm going to do is take this rotten one, and I'm going to chop off the piece that wasn't good. The rest of it is fine. Then what I'm going to do is take off the ends. Of these. Watch. Here we go. There we go. All right, so now that we have the tips off of them, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to divide these in half. Sometimes I do it in third depending on the size of the corn, but I want them in serving size portions. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Didn't realize that you guys were not into the picture here. All right, there we go. So I took the ends off of them, and now what I'm going to do is divide these in half into serving size portions. And how I'm going to do that is basically I'm just going to do this, get a groove in it, and then just snap it just like that. I'm going to do that with all right, people, I don't know if I was filming but I already took care of the corn, and now I'm working on the bell peppers, the one bell pepper I got yesterday. And so I'm going to pull out my freezer. frozen peppers that I have labeled mild peppers. And what they are they are from my garden. These are from my garden. And I have banana peppers in there. I have a couple of other kinds of peppers that were not like jalapenos and serranos. And as they produced, I just went ahead and diced them up and put them in this bag. And so now what I'm going to do is dice these up and add them into this bag. And what I do is whenever I need peppers, I pull this out of the freezer and I already have diced up peppers to go in my food. And so I'm going to go ahead and dice these up. I have a chopper, but just for one pepper, I'm not going to pull the chopper out and get it dirty and all that stuff. I can just go ahead and chop it up really quick and put it in my bag over here of frozen peppers and just add this into my just keep going. Okay, so now the peppers are done and ready to go in my freezer, just like that. So that's done. Like I said, I had some produce that I needed to get processed, so that's what I decided to do today. All right. Peppers are done. Now we're going to move on. And I have 3 mangoes as well. I forgot about those. I knew I had something else that I needed to process. All right. I'm going to hold on to those mangoes though, however. And the reason is because one of the things that I'm going to do is I have this half a head of lettuce that I need to use up in here. And so I am going to, you got it, I'm going to make me a salad. I find that if I go ahead and make the salad up into a bowl like this, then I'm more than likely to eat it. And so I'm going to go ahead and chop this lettuce up. I ate the last of my salad yesterday with the frozen panini that I got from the food pantry. I popped that thing in the microwave for lunch yesterday after I got back from the food bank. And that's what I had for lunch along with the last part of the salad. All right, so here we go, the lettuce. remember that tomato that I had yesterday from the food bank needed to get used up? Well, I'm going to take a look at it. And we are going to, oh, I got the hiccups. We're going to take this tomato and go ahead and put it in the salad. Yeah, it's good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dice it up and put it in the salad. All right, the tomato is going into the salad. By the way, if you've got like a little space on your counter, there's ways to utilize other, things like space in your kitchen. Like you see me putting the bowl into the sink. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this snack thing, and we're going to take a look and see what's inside here. The ranch dressing I'm going to set off to the side. All right, well, we have some almonds in here. I'm going to set those off to the side for right now. We got some carrots in here. I'm thinking I like my carrots shredded when I put them in a salad. These are baby carrots. I prefer mine shredded though. So I may end up having to do something else with this. You know what? I am going to pull out my chopper. What I am going to do also is I'm just going to take these broccoli pieces and toss those in the salad. It's just 2 little pieces of broccoli, really. And so go ahead and put those in the salad. And then I'm going to leave the cheese as something to snack on. And these carrots, I'm going to do the same thing. This is a nice little snack for me to have. So I am going to get out a little. Y'all listening to me think as I go, because I really didn't know what was in there. And so I'm going to take these little carrots and I'm going to put them in a little bag. And I will save them for another time. My dog likes carrots, loves carrots. And so I may end up just kind of steaming these and letting him have them. He likes them soft though. And so this will be a nice little snack for him. And that, my friends, this is used up. This is going to go into the salad as a dressing. The almonds, what I'm going to do with these almonds is I'm going to run them through my my chopper, and these will be sprinkled onto my salad as I eat the salad. I don't like to sprinkle it on there, the whole salad, but I like to put all the vegetables in there and then put my toppings on as I eat it. And so that's the way it's gonna pan out. So this part of the video And we'll come back and we'll start dealing with these mangoes in a minute. Okay, people, we blanched this corn for 5 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is back you up and I'm going to show you what I do next. I'm going to get this corn to stop cooking and we're going to drop it into cold water. So watch how I do this. I'll back you up. Right over here so you can see what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to get a pan. Drop this in the cold water. I'm using my comb that I have here. Good enough. And all I'm going to do is carefully, so I have flip-flops on, so I don't want hot water on the top of my feet. But I'm going to take all of these and drop them into cold water. I don't know if I had something went wrong with my camera, but this is a corn that I got from the food bank yesterday, and I told you guys that I was going to have to do this, all right? That I was going to have to process this corn quickly, and so what I did was I shucked it, and cut the tips off of them, cut off the bad parts of it, cut them in half, and put them into the water to blanch for 10 minutes. And then now I'm cooling it off. And while I'm cooling it off, I'm making sure that you can see my my working table. I am going to wash off these mangoes. And we're going to take a look at these mangoes one by one and see how they're looking. But guys, this is, if you're struggling financially, this is a way for you to, kind of make ends meet, all right? And utilizing the food pantry, there's nothing wrong with that, people. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need to utilize the food pantry and then take what they give you, whatever it is, and stretch out what you can afford at the grocery store, once you get the stuff from the food bank, then is when I go grocery shopping afterwards, because then I can take what I got at the food bank and decide what I'm going to do with it, and then go to the grocery store and get what I need to make the food with. The menu items that I have on the menu. I'm looking to see, and it's not peeling off very well, so I'm just going to use my knife to peel it. Sometimes these peel off, most of the time they peel off really well, but for some reason this one is not, and so we're just going to peel it off just like this. All right, and then once you've done that, then you cut down the side like this. Around the seed, there's a seed in there, and you go around that seed And then I can feel the seed in there, so I'm going around it. Just keep peeling around it. Carefully, because it is slippery. That's the one thing about mangoes, is they are slippery. But just keep peeling around it and avoid the seed. And then do the same thing with all three of them. And what I'm going to do the same thing with all three of them. Just checking to see the condition of them. And then I'm going to dice them up and I'm going to freeze them to be used for smoothies. Frozen mango is wonderful for smoothies. And this is the use that I primarily use my mangoes for, is to make smoothies, especially in the summertime, this time of year. This is a common drink in Hispanic culture, is making the mango drinks out of really ripe mangoes. This one is perfect. If you can peel it like this, then it is the perfect ripeness. See how that peels right off? Just like that. And then come in and go all the way around the mango seed. Stripping off as much of that mango as you can. Like that. And this one is so ripe. You can see the difference, okay? This is not a ripe one, and this one is a ripe one. Same mango. You can see the difference. So I'm going to open up the other one over there, and we're going to see. I might not even save this one. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see. But one of the things that I do, look at this. I'm about to show you guys something. Is this a... Clean off that seed. There we go. Just like that. I'm going to try this and we're going to see. It's good. It's good. I'm going to keep it. Not the ripeness, but it's good. It'll do. And we'll do this last one. All right. We're going to see how it peels. All right, I see a problem already with this one. Let's take a look and see what's going on in here. Oh, it's just a little black spot in there. Nothing that can't be fixed. Okay. We'll take a look at it and see. But I wanted you to see how I'm working on these mangoes. All right, to get them to where they're usable, okay? There's a reason why they were at the food bank. They're not the prettiest. So they don't look pretty on the shelf. They send them over to the food bank. Doesn't mean they're bad, it just means that they're not pretty. All right, so there we go. We got a few spots on this, so this is how you deal with that. You just go in, pull that spot off. You go in and pull that spot off. There we go. Do the same thing. Cut the meat off. Of the mango. Don't let that go to waste right there. Mm-mm. Mm. I am making a mess with this mango in my face. Mm-hmm. Everyone who's eating mangoes knows. All right. Okay. Now you ask, what are you going to do with this? Well, let me show you what I'm going to do with this. Remember I told you guys that I always use my bags over and over again? My freezer bags. Well, this one has sharp cheddar cheese in it. And I washed the bag up really good, dried it up really good, and stored it back where my bags are. I know this is not sharp cheddar cheese, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. And that's 3 mangoes. And I am going to take and put these, look at that, in chunks inside this bag, just like this. Okay. That's about 1.5 mangoes. That's about 1.5 mangoes. So this is enough for me to make a drink that I'm about to make for you guys. It is one of my favorite drinks that when I was on mission trips down in Mexico, we used to make all the time down there. We used to get them off the street corners is what we used to do. And so, I am going to take you over here to my blender and I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful drink that is absolutely refreshing. So, I'm going to bring you over here to my blender. I hope you can see my blender. Let me check the camera angle. Pull you up just a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right. And here we go. We're going to toss these mangoes in here. Okay. I always rinse off my chopping board as I go. Okay, guys, y'all just going to have to bear with me. All right, got the mango in there. Now, I go to my freezer. Get me out some ice. That's about good. Then we're going to put a little scoop of sugar in there. Just one little scoop. Okay? You don't have to put the sugar in there if you don't want to. But it sure does make it look, taste nice. And then people, yeah. A shot of Patron. Yep, that's about a shot. Okay, what do y'all think? Leave your comments below. Oh no, here, let's do it this way. I forgot. This is like one of my new mixers. Here we go. See that? Perfect. Perfect. Take one of my straws. Green straw will make it pop. Perfect drink for a hot day. All right, everybody, let's get back to some more shenanigans in my kitchen. Yeah, we got my drink there, which is good. It's good, people. It's good. We're going to finish up with the corn. It has cooled off and it has drained off of the water. And so now it's time to package it up and get it ready for the freezer. And these will become meals later on. So what I do is, I'm reusing my freezer bags. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I don't know, let's see how many. 2, 3. Let's add 4 in here. Let's see how many will fit in there. Yeah, let's add 4. And that'll be enough. That'll be like 4 meals for me, okay? As a side. And then these are ready to go into the freezer now for me to use for this year. And I have enough corn in my freezer now for the whole year, the rest of the year, for 12 months. So, whatever I get from the food bank from now on is going to be an added bonus plus, all right? Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to go ahead and wash up these big pans. I don't like putting my big pans in the dishwasher simply because it takes up too much room. And since I'm already got the dish soap ready here, I'm just going to go ahead and get these washed and rinsed, dried and put away. And that's kind of how my kitchen rolls. Okay. And then, by the way, this, let me show you guys something. This set of pans, these belong to my mom when I was a kid. My mom had these in her kitchen. So these are well over 50-year-old pans. And still good as the day she bought them. That's the thing about things that were made back in the day when my mom bought really, really good pots and pans, is that they really did not wear out. Like these pans, this whole set, I looked it up the other day just to see what they would cost today. And I think she paid maybe $400 for the set, and it's a big set. It's a big set. In today's market, these very same pans that she bought are, for the whole set, are over $1,000. And so, wow. So, you know what? The day I die, I'm going to pass them on to somebody. Is how it's going to roll in my house. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them in the freezer. They're ready for another day. And then we're going to come back and we're going to tackle the rest of the salad, is what we're going to do. Like you're going to hear me in the background. Why y'all gonna hear me in the background? Well, I'll tell you why. That's because, you know, that special drink that I just made a while ago is hitting into me, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna unplug this blender over here that I made the special drink with. I'm going to wipe this down, and I'm going to bring you guys over here, and we're going to talk about what I had left in that little snack thing that I had, produce snack pack that I got from the food bank, and how we're going to utilize the rest of that stuff in my salad. Here we go. All right, so I got my chopper here, and we had the almonds, we had the carrots, and we had this cheese. So, here's my thinking. I'm going to take the almonds. Let me plug this in, because I'm going to need it plugged in. Back here in the back. Y'all excuse me while I do this, okay? Then, we're going to take the almonds. And we're going to do this almonds in the chopper. And we're going to see how this works. Okay. And we're going to sprinkle those almonds right over the top of this salad. We're going to add this back in there. Let me tell you something, guys. This Ninja chopper put me in the hospital. That's right, it sure did. Those blades are so sharp that I cut myself pretty bad one day. Couldn't stop the bleeding and ended up in one of those emergency clinics. To help me get the bleeding stopped. Never even noticed that I cut myself. That's how sharp these blades are. So I respect this Ninja thing for sure now. I'm going to throw these in there and we're going to see what happens with these. I told you I like shredded carrots. Preferred it over chopped, but we're going to give it a try and we're just going to see what happens, okay? All right, let's see. All right, that's pretty shredded. I made it shredded, not chopped. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. So we're gonna add the carrots in there. This is how you take one of those little snacky things, you elevate it into a freaking salad. It's gonna last you 3 or 4 days. So, we used the tomato. We used just a little bit of broccoli. It's like 3 little pieces of broccoli. That's all that was in there. We used the almonds, the roasted almonds. We used the lettuce that I had left over. And now, let's see what I can do with this cheese. Now this is supposed to be a on-the-go snack thing, so it should be easy to open. There it is. All right. Okay. I'm going to break it up. First, let me put this thing in here. Okay. We're going to break this up into 4 chunks. We're going to put this on here. Put this on here. Careful. Respect this thing. Respect it, Susie. And then we're going to put that cheese in there. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm going to take all this and I'm going to put it into the kitchen sink over here. Oh, y'all look at that salad. Look how pretty it is. And then I'm not even going to touch the blades on this thing. I am just going to let this blade soak in some soapy water. And that is how I'm going to clean it. Ever since that day, that's the way I clean it. So I respect that blade now. Okay, now, with that, I'm going to come over here. We're going to take all of these pieces of plastic out of here that we no longer need. And we're going to toss this salad up. Okay. Then, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I have some things in my refrigerator that I'm working on getting used up. And one of them is martini olives. I don't like martinis particularly, but I do like the olives. And this was from a former food bank haul. They were giving them away. And so what I do is well, I only have 4 left, so I'm going to put them in the salad. And I'm going to leave the jar over here because that happens to be a jar that can be reused. You can recan with that jar. And so I have 4 or 5 of these left. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these olives up. And these are olives that have blue cheese in the center of them. They're stuffed with blue cheese. And I'm going to slice these up, put these in the salad. So now in this salad, I have lettuce, the tomato from yesterday that needed to get used up. I have a little bit of broccoli. I have almonds, shredded carrots, shredded cheese, olives with blue cheese in it. I don't know what else I have in there. I can't remember. But that, my friends, is making a good salad. And so I'm just going to leave these olives on top like this. I'm not going to mix it up in there. And there we go. We now have a nice salad that will last me several days. As I cook, this will be a side. Oh wait, I got one more olive here. Look, it rolled off. Oh Lordy. That special drink I made, it's doing a whammer on me. Oh Lordy. All right, so I'm going to bring this over here. I don't know if you can see. Over here. And I have my little food service. Love this thing. One of the best purchases I have made in a while. And look at this. There we go. There we go. My salad for the rest of the week. Probably into the weekend. That, my friends, is how it rolls in the morning with me. And I want you to see on my stove over there. It is 12:22 after I have the rest of my mango drink over there. I think I might just go take a nap. What do y'all think? What do y'all think, huh? What do y'all think? That mango drink over there. Yeah, I'm going to go take a nap after that. Y'all have a good one. All right, so for lunch today, here's what I'm going to be making for my lunch today. All right, let me get out a plate right here. Got a plate. Remember my food bank haul yesterday, so let's keep that in mind for my lunch today. So, what I'm going to do is remember those hot dog buns I got? I'll take 2 of those. 2 hot dog buns. I'm going to create something with them. Along with these, yeah. So, I'm going to open me up some hot dogs. Hot dog buns. Oh, hold on. Get this right. Hot dog buns. Yesterday for lunch. No, for dinner. I cooked up those hot dogs. Just boiled them. So, I'm going to pop 2 of those hot dogs right in there. Then, I'm going to take some of the mustard that I have in my refrigerator. Right over the top. These are onions I keep chopped in my refrigerator, and I use them in a number of ways. Now, this happens to be one of the ways that I use them. I like onions on my chili dogs. I do. So, a handful of onions on each one of these. Then I ran to my pantry and I said, I bet I have a can of chili in my pantry. Sure enough, I did. I sure did. And so, we're going to take some of that chili that I had in my pantry and we're going to drop it right on top of this. Spread it out just a little bit. 1 blob on each one. Just like that. Put the rest of this chili in the refrigerator. And then top it off with some sharp cheddar cheese. People, this is a quick lunch for myself, utilizing what I got from the food bank and the things that I already had on hand that I keep because I use them for many different things. And bam, this is going in the microwave for about 2 minutes and I will have my chili cheese dogs for lunch. Have a great day. All right, evening everyone. Yeah, this is Susie here again, and I'm going to pull you in and show you one of my favorite things that I like to do in the evening to get ready for the next day. And one of the things, I'm out of like the flavored water that I like to drink, And so I have a variety of them, and this is just, I want you to see, it is just Walmart's brand lemonade. And what I do is I take my nice pretty picture that I got for Christmas one year, and I put this lemonade in there. And then I get these sometimes from the food bank. And they are, you know, a variety of different types of juices. This one happens to be called Paradise Punch. It's 100% juice. More than likely it is 90%, what do you call it? Apple juice, okay, but no, I'm surprised. It is vegetable and fruit juice blend. Water sufficient to reconstitute sweet potato, apple, and or pear and carrot concentrates. Okay, so it starts with sweet potatoes. So what I generally do is, it's real simple. I just take this fruit juice, however you want to do it. You can, I guess, open it up and cut the corner off and stuff like that. But what I do is I just like that, put that straw in there. See that? And I add that into the lemonade to give it kind of a little flavor boost, I guess you would call it. Whatever I have in there, I put in grape juice, I put in apple juice, I put in orange juice, I put in all different flavors of juice that I get from the food bank. Sometimes they just, you know, send me home with a little bit of the, you know, one or two of these, and I throw them into my lemonade. So I don't have a concentrate of straight up juice. I water it out into and use the lemonade. And I'm going to stir this up and put it in my refrigerator for tomorrow, because it'll be nice and cold for tomorrow. And so, yeah, that's basically what I do, okay? One of the things that I do for myself, and I keep these, especially during these summer heat wave, I keep this kind of stuff in my refrigerator all the time. It keeps me drinking fluids. And so, there you have it. Juice and lemonade. All right, everyone, I'm going to bring you down to my stove again. I'm going to pull you over here to my stove. And you can see that box of pastaroni on the stove. That's what I'm going to be making today for dinner. And yeah, this is what I'm going to be making. And it calls for 1 3/4 cup of water. So that's what we're going to start. This is my, a little bit more to make it 3/4. All right, there we go. 1 3/4 cup of water. It calls for a 1/3 cup of milk. Let's get the milk out. 1/3 cup of milk. One-third. One-third cup of milk. a dollop of butter, a dollop of butter, excuse me while I getting away there, okay? A little dollop of butter. It says 1 tablespoon, so that's about a tablespoon right there, okay? And then we're gonna get this going. Got a little butter. My hands there. Let me wash my hands real quick. While this starts to simmer, I have in my microwave some asparagus. And so what I'm going to do is, this is going to be kind of a pasta veggie meal with a side of that salad that I made earlier today. And I'm going to take the asparagus and I'm going to steam it, which I already did in the microwave. I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to get it on my chopping board over here. It's hot, people. It's hot. So behind the scenes in the camera over here, I got the asparagus and I'm getting it out while this starts to heat up and come to a boil. I am going to bring you guys over here where the asparagus is, and that, see that right there? Yeah, that's a skillet. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna bring you over here and get these asparagus. They're hot, so that's why I have my tongs out here, because I don't want to burn myself. And this is steamed asparagus. It's just frozen Walmart brand asparagus that I had in my freezer. I'm working on like taking all the stuff out of my freezer that I have and cooking it up. And so this is one of those things that I had in my freezer that I needed to get out of it. It cooked up. So it's been steamed. I wanted to get it out of the bag so I can cool down just a little bit. So I can handle it just a little bit. Then I'm going to go through my knives and decide which knife I'm going to use today. Which one is it? Let's use this one. All right. I'm going to line these up. Turn it at the right angle I need to start chopping. And then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop it up. Ow, it's hot. It's hot, people. Well, we are hitting some asparagus that is tough in here. Yeah. So let's work on the tips. The tips are not so tough. Okay. That's a little tough, so I'm going to put it off to the side. Work on the tips. This is not a dull knife, by the way, people. It's really not. It's just sometimes when you get asparagus, the ends are tough. They're tough and they're not dicing up. I'm dicing the tips up. You can see the tips are dicing up pretty good, but the ends are not so good. So we'll keep going. Why are you dicing these up? Why are you dicing these up, Susie? You'll see in a minute. You guys will see in a minute. Just hold your horses and wait. And by the way, my dog is up underneath my feet right now. Because he's always underneath my feet. Okay, this one was not quite as tough as some of those other ones were. So, some of them were tough, some of them not so tough. See, that's tough. So it's going in my pile of, I don't want it in my dish. All right. We're going to keep working on this asparagus. That's a tough whole one. That's a tough one too. I'm watching that pan over there while I'm doing this. Let me get to the tough one that won't cut. See that, people? Yep. See that? Okay. We're almost done. Alright, there's the tips. The tips are mostly good. Okay, so there. This is what we have that we can use. Out of that bag, and this is what we can't use. All right, let's get back to the stove over here. I'm gonna turn y'all around to that stove, and we're gonna get back to that. Ooh, Spice, touch y'all. My dog is underneath my feet. He doesn't care if he gets stepped on or not. All right, so we have it simmering, all right? And so everything is by the instructions on the box. I'm supposed to get that to simmering, and then we're gonna dump this in here. Whoops, okay. All right, well, I forgot there was a seasoning packet in there. All right. I think I got everything out of there. Yeah. So now we have the pasta in there. Be careful and put that pasta in there. Okay. Now we got the pasta in there. And it's going. And let's see what it says. All right. And special seasonings. All right. Separate pasta with the fork if needed. All right. We're going to add the special seasoning now that I dropped in there. All right, there it goes. There's that special seasoning. And we're going to mix it in there. Okay. Yep, just like that. And then it says to reduce heat to a medium. All right. Boil uncovered for 4 to 5 minutes. All right. 4 to 5 minutes. Well, people, this is a very fine pasta. And it says to do, boil it for 4 to 5 minutes. But it's at a boil. The seasoning is in there. I am going to turn this off. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle these pans around to get this lid. And I'm going to put the lid on this and I'm going to let it sit 4 to 5 minutes. And that pasta will absorb that water. That's what I want it to do. It'll be fine. But before I do that, excuse me while I get in here. I am going to toss that asparagus up in there. There it is. And there, my friends, this is going to be my dinner along with a side of that salad. You're going to say, wait a minute, Susie, there's no protein in there. Well, okay, yeah, there is no protein. Well, I take that back. That is powdered cheese in there, by the way. That sauce is powdered cheese. So I'm going to consider that protein. And then inside my salad, if you go back and watch the video where I made the salad, you're going to see that crushed almonds in there. You're going to see cheese in there. So yeah, the protein is in there, people. The protein is in there. So I am going to cut this and then I'll bring you back when I have it plated up. All right, people. We are getting it ready to be plated up. So I am going to bump this down just a little bit here. Whoops. And get this plated up. But I'm also going to do something else too. I'm going to push that over to the side. And then I'm going to bring something else in for you as well. so that you can see. I'm going to bring this dish and this dish in, and I'm going to show you something. That taking 2 items that are in my pantry that I needed to use up and creating a dish out of it has now gotten me three meals, along with that big salad, to be able to eat off of for the next few days. Is that not cool? Is that not cool? Huh? Three plates of meals. Now, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to even that out just a little bit. This one needs a little bit more pasta in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of the pasta out of that one and put it in this one. And then this one has a lot of the green in it. That one's got some green down in there. All right, never mind. Okay, so it is now about even. And I do have lids for these. So I'm going to let these cool down. And then they'll go into my refrigerator for quick meals for the rest, for a couple of days. To go along with this salad that I made. That I am now going to place in front of you. I'm going to show you. My hands are clean. I'll wash them. All right. So just know that. And I'm going to dig in here and get me a layer of this salad and add it to my plate. Now remember that this salad has a lot of stuff in it. And so, there we go. That is going to be my dinner tonight. And a few meals for the next few days. I may use these for lunches and continue to create content for you every day, trying to cook something for you every day. But this is kind of how it rolls in my house, okay? I will see you on the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Good evening, everyone. I wanted to thank you guys for watching my video today. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit the notification bell. It really helps the algorithm, and it shoots out to new people. Please share it on your social media. If it's something that you enjoy and your friends and family and coworkers enjoy, share it around. The type of things that I'm going to be doing on my channel is, going to the food bank once a week and showing you the things that I get from the food bank. If you are struggling with making ends meet, the food bank is a good source for you to get food. Sometimes you can go shopping in there and decide what you want, and other times it is you get what you get. And don't be picky when you're at a food bank where you just get what you get. Look at it as an opportunity for you to get creative in the kitchen. And that's the way I see it. As someone who has worked in food banks off and on for many years, helped establish one or two food banks in areas, and then during hurricanes, because I live in an area where we're hurricane pro, like where we get a lot of hurricanes, I have had to go to food drop offs and food banks to get supplies that I needed after hurricanes, because although I have been lucky and never really lost a home to a hurricane, we have been without electricity. We have been with water that was questionable. And so having to deal with those kinds of issues for weeks, and sometimes, almost a month at a time, you have to go to, and especially if you have family, you have to set your pride aside and take care of your family. And so sometimes that's what you have to do. And I'm hoping that in doing what I'm doing, that I can help others understand that taking the opportunity to go to the food bank or shopping at stores and looking for bargains, and then using the bargains in a creative way in your kitchen is something that's going to help my viewers. So if that is the kind of content that you enjoy watching, like, subscribe, and stick around. I promise you, if nothing else, I'm hoping that you'll learn something. So this is me signing off for the day. I've been filming all day, and I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my pasta and salad that I made today while I do some editing of this video and get it uploaded and ready for you to view. God bless you all, and you guys have a good day.